Sometimes on this style journey, you got to be able to look back and just laugh. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fitman Style channel. My name is Ian, and in today's video, we're going to take a look back at some photos that I took when I started out my style journey as a fit man, and we're going to critique it. We're going to see what I did right, but more specifically, what I did wrong and how I've improved on my style since then. So we're going to have a little bit of fun at my expense, so just come along with me and let's take a look at some of these photos that I've picked out, and let's see if we can help each other out. All right, guys, so this is the first photo. Now, even though my head is cut off, trust me, guys, this is me. I think this was when I was working at Men's Warehouse, and I think all of these photos probably will be when I was working at Men's Warehouse when I thought I had style. But okay, let's first start with what's good about this outfit. Can't really see the pants, so I can't critique the pants, but I'm sure the pants were horrible. But one good thing I would say about this jacket, it was unique. At this point in my style journey, I hadn't seen a double-breasted jacket like this. So this is a 2x1. So that's good. You know, the fact that I went with something different and unique. But that's about it, though. The things that I don't like about this whole look is, for one, the lapel's a little bit too thin. You know, on this channel, I say, as a big guy, you have broad chest, wide shoulders. Wide chest, broad back. You want to have lapels that are proportional to that. So in this photo, clearly I didn't know anything about that. I was just trying to put stuff together that looked good, but the lapels on this are a little bit too thin for my liking. The second glaring thing that I don't like about this is how fat the tie knot is. I don't know what kind of tie knot that is. I don't know if that's a full Windsor, half Windsor, whatever. But what I would change about this tie knot is I would go with one of two that I always preach on this channel, which is the 4-in-hand or the double 4-in-hand. And as you can see in this photo also, the tie knot is a tad bit too big for the collar spread. Speaking of the collar, I like the fact that it is tucked underneath the lapel. The jacket, it looks a little too snug on the side. And I remember back then when I worked at Men's Warehouse, I did like my jackets snugged. So I'm more about drape now. I like a nice flow on my jackets. I can't see the full sleeves, but I can tell the sleeves look a little bit too tight. And I'm not too sure about this jacket pocket square combination. The whole pattern, the whole polka dot, I don't know what I was thinking that made me wear this. So what I would change in this outfit, I would still wear a double-breasted that's 2x1, but I will make the lapels a little bit wider. I will go with probably a 4-in-hand knot, and for the pocket square, I'll probably go with a totally different pattern than what I have here. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this first photo. All right, y'all. So if doing the most was a person, was a picture, it would be this right here. This is just too much. This is something I definitely would not be wearing nowadays. Nowadays, the colors that I wear are a little bit more muted, a little bit more conservative. This is just too much red going on. So let's zoom in a little bit. Starting from the bottom. So I cuffed these pants. I don't know why I did that. These look like chinos. Where I got these red chinos from, I have no idea. But, you know, I paired it with some brown shoes. Okay. Going up a little bit. I remember this tie. This was a red polka dot knitted tie that I had, and I would wear that a lot. And I don't know what's the deal with me and polka dot, but I must have had a thing with polka dot back then. Because even if you look at the pocket square, if I can zoom in a little bit on that, pocket square got some polka dots on it. So again, with some red accents. I had a bow tie lapel pin, of course, a scarf with some red and black on it. And let me go over to this side of my arm and zoom in a little bit. You see how it's bunching up on my shoulder right there? Yeah, that means my jacket is a little bit too tight. And I remember back in the day when I used to work at Men's Warehouse, I would have the tailor bring in the sides of my jackets, which would compromise the shoulder of the jacket, therefore making my arms bulge more than they should be. So I clearly knew nothing about drape, and yeah, I this is something I will definitely not be wearing now that I'm 37. I'm a little bit more mature, more grown. Yeah, this is just a little bit too much. All right, guys, in this photo, I want to bring your attention to one main thing. Even though I don't like the shirt tie combination, matching pocket square with the tie, the main thing I want you guys to focus on is the tie knot. Back in the day, I thought it was clever. It was kind of stylish doing these crazy tie knots, the Eldred knot, the Pratt knot, the Rose knot, and of course this one right here is the Trinity knot. And I thought it would be pretty cool if I did that. Man, how times have changed. I will not be caught dead with any one of these crazy tie knots. I keep things very, very simple now. Either a four in hand or a double four in hand. But yeah, this is just a little too crazy. I mean, it's bad enough that it's a bright yellow tie. But then I had to go ahead and do a Trinity knot with that. Doing too much. And this is one of my shifts at Men's Warehouse. Now, black and brown, in my opinion, looks really great in a casual setting, not so much in a formal setting. So I don't know what made me think about putting black and brown together like this. But the main thing I want you guys to focus on in this photo is how tight my shirt is. I mean, look at the chest, how tight that is. But you can definitely see it in the arms. I was not following my own rules. Of course, I had to go through these mistakes in order to learn that's not how a fit man should dress. And as stylish as I may have looked here, or as I thought I looked here, I was very uncomfortable. It was really tight in the arms. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You can see how tight that is. That's just so uncomfortable, man. When you wear clothes, it's supposed to fit you comfortably, naturally, and boy, this was not a comfortable fit. Pick looks good, but the fit was not comfortable. And the color scheme, I wouldn't do this. So with this one, not so bad. Jacket still looks a little tight. And for some odd reason, I thought I would stay this size forever. But clearly, I still worked out and I quickly outgrew these tight jackets. So I learned really quickly not to tell the tailor to bring the size in because after a couple of weeks, it will be a little bit too tight. Color scheme was okay. It's okay. I see what I'm trying to do here with the powder blue and the brown, and yeah, trying to bring it all in with the tie. The tie has a little bit of blue and brown, so I'm trying to bring in the jacket being brown, a check brown check sport coat, and a powder blue shirt. I'm trying to bring it all in with the tie. So I get it. I don't know what I was doing with the pocket square there, but this was a time when I was still working in Men's Warehouse, but also on the weekends I was a real estate agent, and this was one of the open houses that I did. And of course, take a look at that $1 million smile. I don't think I sold that house though. So we started this with a double breasted and we're going to end this with a double breasted as well. I really like this look. I really like this look, and clearly I have learned from my past double breasted mistakes. The lapel is wide enough to, complement my wide chest. And A burnt orange turtleneck is probably the furthest I will go even now with my color scheme. Only thing I will not do again is wear a sport coat like this, or rather a blazer like this. The gold buttons, I mean, as I got older, I don't want to bring more attention to myself. I really want to be low key. So this gold button situation that I see on blazers and definitely see in this photo, yeah, I wouldn't do this now, but I like the whole look. I like the look. So it's a navy blue blazer. I paired it with a burnt orange turtleneck and a nice pocket square as well. So I like this look. Only thing I would change is the gold buttons. I wouldn't do that now. So a few things that I've learned from this style journey, because it truly is a journey, is that back in my younger days, I was a little bit more risky. I was risky with my clothing choices, my color choices, and the older I get, the more conservative I became. For example, as far as my clothing choices, I currently don't have any double-breasted anything, even though I feel that's a great choice if you are a fit guy. It really complements you. I just don't have any right now. I wouldn't mind wearing it, but it won't be my first choice. Also very conservative with my color selections. I'm not wearing any wild colors, and just having a better overall understanding of how clothes should fit you, how a clothes should properly drape your body. And I think my style has definitely gotten better from those pictures that that you guys saw. And those are just a couple pictures that I chose. There was a whole lot more that I'm not gonna kill you guys with the horrible wardrobe selection that I chose back in the day. But that's definitely one thing that I I got out of this, is that I became more conservative with my choice of clothing and my color selection as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments anything that you would have changed in any one of these photos. How do I compare now to back then? And just let me hear your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you again for checking out this video. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, stay fly and stay fit.